What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Kari, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here on Sneaker Fetish for another unboxing. Now, we're not unboxing sneakers today. Instead, we're unboxing this bad boy right here. This is the Super Nintendo Mini Classic SNES Mini SNES Super Nintendo Classic Super Nintendo Mini, whatever you want to call it. We got one. Actually, we got two. So unless you guys have been hiding under a rock, you know that the NES, the regular Nintendo Mini, was a huge sellout last year. It sold out everywhere. People were selling them for astronomical prices. It made no sense how much money they were selling them for. This was an even bigger deal than the regular Nintendo because this is really the era that I grew up in. I was born in '86. So I love the Nintendo, and we had a Nintendo growing up, but my older brother and my older sister were really the ones that had that. But by the time the 16-bit generation came in, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, that was right in the sweet spot of when I was growing up when I was a kid in St. Louis. Today, we're gonna open this thing up, we're gonna take a look at it, and maybe we'll try it out a little bit as well. The back of the box is dope because it tells you all of the games that came with the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World, Star Fox 2, which is a big deal because Star Fox 2 has never been released before. You also got The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, which is a classic game. Donkey Kong Country, F-Zero. My favorite game of all time is right there. Earthbound. Earthbound is my favorite video game of all time. It's a role-playing game where you assume the role of a group of 4 children. Sometimes you're controlling them individually, sometimes you're controlling them all as a group, and you are basically trying to save the world from aliens. You have to go to different worlds, different countries, different places, and the world is so expansive, and I really think that Earthbound was like way ahead of its time as far as just how great the game was. Now, it's been dubbed as one of the greatest games of all time. If you find a hard copy of Earthbound, you're gonna pay at least $100 to $150 for it, at least. If you want a pristine copy of it, it's gonna cost you probably more than that, probably like $300. That's how hard it is to get. I used to have a copy of Earthbound, and I sold it, or I got rid of it, or I gave it away or something. I didn't realize what it was worth back then, but when I got rid of my Super Nintendo, I think somehow Earthbound got tossed out with it. But I got it back now, so I'm happy about that. First time we slide this out, startup instructions, nice poster there that has some of the games and the highlights of the games on there. USB plug, I'm guessing for the power. HDMI cable included in the box. USB to mini USB cord. I'm guessing this is the power cable. 2 controllers, and the dope part about this, these are full-size controllers. Like, these are full-size controllers. Like, this is the real deal. This is like an exact copy of the actual Super Nintendo controllers. And there it is. That's it in all of its glory. That's as big as it is. This is my hand. So this shows you exactly how big it is. I'm guessing it's the same inner workings as the regular NES Classic, where it's basically just an emulator with ROM type of thing on there, but just up converted to 1080p or 4K, whatever it is. But hey, I'll take it. It's dope. Real reset button. Real power button. Were you guys able to pick up a Super NES Classic? If you were, tell me what you think of it so far. Are you enjoying it? Are you having fun with it? Are you not having fun with it? Let me know. But for now, I say we set this thing up and we power it up and we go from there. Here's something I forgot to show you guys. Actually, the way that you plug the controllers in is that the front part actually comes down like that and then opens up like that, and that's how you plug the controllers in. That's dope. All right. Oh, okay. Setup was pretty easy. Let's see what we got. Contra, Donkey Kong, or my game. Ooh, did they give you the? Oh no, that's just the box. All right. F-Zero, Final Fantasy 3, Kirby, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox 2. That's the one. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Would have been nice if they gave us Special Championship Edition, but we'll take it. Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Hey, did you guys ever used to watch Nick Arcade? If you did, Nick Arcade, they used to play Super Ghouls and Ghosts all the time. Super Mario RPG, that's a good one. Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch Out, one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. Legend of Zelda, classic. Yoshi's Island, It looks like that's about it. So you definitely don't get as many games as you got with the NES Classic, but you know, the games that you do get are some really, really great games. So I say let's just dive into the Classic. Okay, Contra 3 is lit.